of Save Victorville. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It is another video from your older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes. And today's video is a small trip down under to Australia to finally play with some Nikkia Joy and a few other things. So, if that's something you're into, you're in the right place, and you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. So now we're ready for our little trip down under. I've been watching a few of these things for a while, so I thought now that I finally picked up something from Nikkia Joy, let's do a little bit of Australia. Now they do a lot of more healthy stuff and skincare stuff, so I've not found a lot of makeup, but we will be playing with the Nocturnal palette from Glaminatrix because they are from Australia. We will be, which we'll play with first, we're going to be playing with the Fly Away Balm from Fly Away. They're from Australia. Maria and her dog, what is his name? Dr. Snuggles. So anyways, I've been seeing this, so we're going to play with that. From Nikkia Joy, I picked up her powder. I picked up the lavendery one, and her powders are supposed to be amazing. And I thought, well, since I was doing that, I saw that she besides the powders and brushes and sponges, she put out a highlighter palette, but I have so much highlighter I didn't want another palette. But she did have these like a duochrome type pressed pigment, so I grabbed one of those and a brush to play with it. So we thought we could use this for the shimmery and this for the mattes. And then, yeah, so we'll do that as the makeup portion. And then I got some other makeup that I've been playing with. But I'm going to start with the Fly Away Balm. I usually, when I do my hair and I have flyaways, I always have a gel. And there's a gel that I really like. I like the Suavecito one for women. But because I don't use so much and it takes forever to go through, it usually ends up drying out. So I've been kind of thinking of some other things that I wanted, and then I kept seeing ads for this, and I thought, you know what, let's give it a try. So that's the Fly Away Balm. You can buy the balm itself, and then this one, I'm not sure if she has other flavors, but I think the first one out for sure anyways is pineapple, and it does. It smells just like you've cut into a fresh pineapple. It says balm here, and then it comes with this a little brush here. It's just like a wooden brush with their logo, and it's got these wooden bristles here. And then basically what you do is really quite simple. You just take a little bit on the brush here, and then you just brush the flyaways, and then you just go like so. And when I'm putting up my hair, and then I usually finish off with hairspray if I'm doing a good chunk of it, but it's just really good for getting the little bits out of the way. So because I've been growing out my fringe, so when I've been doing it to the side, I've been using it more for that. But I thought today, because I was putting my bangs out of the way, I thought we'll try and see if this works doing something a little bit more than just a few little flyaways, because my hair right now is doing the frizzy brigade. So I thought I could try and see if that works, and then if it holds out through the whole video. It works really well. Again, like I said, if I just have a few little flyaways, it's held up all day, but I haven't used it for doing anything more major, so I thought let's play with that today. Grow-up process, so you can use the brush, and I would assume just like with a gel, you could stick a little bit on your fingers as well and pop it that way, and that way I can play with some of the other little bits in my hair. I've only played with this once or twice so far, so it will take a little bit of practice, but liking it, and it smells delicious. So anyways, this is the Fly Away Balm pineapple scent from Fly Away. It came really, really quickly. Shipping was decent, and then I think they had like if you sign up coupons, so I think I got like 10% or something off. So yeah, I really am having fun with this, so I'll just pop that away for now. And then I went and I put my base on, but it needs a powder. So what's the perfect thing to do is play with this powder. I haven't even opened it to see what the container looks like. So anyways, this is Nikkia Joy Cosmetics. She is an Australian YouTuber. I've watched her for years. She has more oily skin, so most of the time sometimes if I want to try something new, I check people, like especially with like foundations and stuff, check all different types. People with oily skin, with dry skin, with combo skin, just to see how things work. So even though our skin types are not the same, I still sometimes watched her for foundation stuff just to see, and powders and things, and then just to see if they would work for her, and then just for other things when she did hauls and stuff. But anyway, she started a new brand. This is a few years ago now, and I've just been keeping wanting to try, but like I said, a highlighter palette wasn't what I was looking for, but I'm always up for trying a powder, and I always love like a lavendery powder. I believe that's the one I got. Okay, so we open it like this. Where's a pinky one? And then she has little puffs that you can use, but I don't really put a lot under my under eye, so using the little triangle puff things is not how I roll. We've got that protective thing on top. Ooh, smells delicious. Oh, there's Mr. Gatsby. Ooh, it smells really delicious. Nice. Okay, so usually what I do is I stick, like I do that with my Fenty one, I stick a little into the lid. And then you can see it is definitely a pinky lavender powder. And then usually what I do is I press in with a sponge, and if I do a final buff, then I use a brush. So I'm just going to take some like this, and let's see what we get. Oh, it smells really, really good. Could just sit here and sniff the powder all day. Oh, well, it's looking, it looks like. See a bit of a difference, yeah. And I do have a brush for in case you want to buff a little bit, because I am going to put on a little blush and a little bit of highlighter. But, ooh, that's looking good. Close up. I'm not seeing it's not dry or anything. It lays really nice. It goes right, blends right into the skin. And again, it smells absolutely delicious. Huh. There we go. Oh, a new powder unlocked. And then there was free shipping as well. I was really excited about that. Okay, so I'm just quickly, a video just went up on Friday. I've got a new P. Louise highlighter palette. As I said, I wasn't going to buy a Nikkia Joy highlighter palette because I have a lot of highlighter palettes, but I didn't have any that looked like this. Come on. So not Australian, but I have just a limited amount of Australian things, so there we go. And then because the shadow that we got, the single one, was in a red hue, I could use the pinky blushes that was in here in the Spoilt for Change. There's 3 different ones. There's an orange one, a lightish pink one, and a super bright pink one. And I've been really loving the super pink one, so I think I'm going to use that one again. Is this a beautiful bright color there? And this again as well, I usually use with a sponge. The first time I used it, I used the other orangey one, I used a brush, and then I used a sponge. And then when I tried this one the other day, I just went straight to the sponge, and I definitely liked that a lot better. For such a bright, vibrant shade, it does blend in really nice and can get more naturally looking because it is a cream blush. I've been really liking this, but if I put a little bit too much on, it's kind of good because we can buff with the powder, and then we can see how it is as a buffing powder. Definitely presses in really nicely with a sponge. You can see how it acts as a powder, but see, isn't this really pretty? But it looks like it's going to be super crazy, and you can see the hue, but it goes on really nicely because it's a very nice balmy blush, and I thought that's pretty nice for summertime. And then for highlighter, I think today so far I've used the first 2 in here, this light one with a hint of pink and this one a little bit pinkier. But since we're going to be using a more reddish shade, I thought I could use this kind of, this one's more in the lavender, this kind of more reddish one. So I thought we can try that highlighter before we go on to do our next Australian product. And I'm using my favorite new mirror, a Mad Witch Cosmetics. So cute stuff. Alrighty. And this one looks really good with this blush, actually. Okay, so now we can again use a little bit of the powder and see how it is to use for buffing. You might as well put it through its paces, and then it usually will calm what's on your face. So I'm going to use one of my favorite brushes. I think I got on Amazon. It's nice and floofy. So take another sniff because it smells delicious. Kind of want to say like cake batter, maybe sweet cake, a vanilla cake batter. Yeah, I think that's good for buffing too. Excellent. So yeah, the Nikkia Joy Velvet Brightening Powder. Okay, I'm gonna keep it in this little box for now because it is very beautiful. I like that. It's kind of really elegant, the black with the gold writing. And there we go. So I'm just going to quickly go and put on a little bit of my Prime is Everything on my eyeball, and then we can play with the Glaminatrix palette, and then we can play with that one shade from Nikkia Joy. Okay. Should actually as well, I've been testing this Nano Set by Indeed. It does have the kind of wussiest sprayer, but it does, at least it doesn't go on too heavy to set our powder. Okay, so we've got our primer on. Now let's take a look at the shade that I got here, so that way we can pick a matte shade that we really like to use as well. So again, it's in that same black and gold, really pretty packaging. This is, oh, I think the shade's on the back of the shade. So there we go, Nikkia Joy, and it was in the shade Inferno. So, and go like so. It does seem to have some color shifts. So let's put a little on our phalange here, and then you can see there. Because I don't think I have one like this in my. Not that I have tons and tons of multi-chrome duochromes, but I think in the ones I have, this one out of all the ones she had was the one that didn't look the least like something I already had, so I thought that would be great. So it does have like red, gold, maybe even a little orange in there. So let's see what we can use in our Glaminatrix palette. So I love this palette. So I think what we can do is I'm going to use the shade Fog and the shade Gloom. So I'm going to use these two shades here, and then we're going to pop that one on our lid and see what that does. So I'm going to start with Gloom, and I'm going to stick that on the outer edge. It's been a little while since I've used this palette. I should use it more because it's expensive. It was a gift, and it's beautiful. So, alrighty, so we're gonna go into Gloom. Just gently tap this off. Yeah, I think that'll go well together. No, I think I really do like this powder. Oh my gosh. Because I did some organization. I have this drawer that has all my water activated liners and all my lashes and gems. And the drawer was just in complete jumble, and then I was going through it, and then I noticed I had stacked a few other little, or tucked away a few other little extras that I had, and then I had forgot, because I had used up the other one. I had a bottle of the Ordinary's foundation, and I hadn't used it in a long time, and I was like, oh, I think this has been here long enough that I better use it. And I really like it. The color and everything is great, but I think I've changed kind of the formulation that I like to wear, or the type that I like to wear. But this powder makes it look really good, I think. And plus this blush, I think I'm looking pretty good. The skin looks okay for an old lady. Broad. There we go. I was just originally going to do a quick video testing the Nikkia Joy, but then, like I said, then I had bought this Fly Away stuff. So I thought, oh, let's try and see if we can incorporate that in, and then I was like, well, I only got the one shadow because she didn't have any eyeshadow palettes or anything. So I thought, well, then I can just incorporate some Glaminatrix. So why don't we make this a mini trip to Australia? Oh, and then I forgot, in the box of the Fly Away, she sent me a little Australian candy, which I cannot eat because I can't have dairy, but I'm going to find a home for this. This is the Dairy Milk Caramello Koala. Look how cute that is. Then I thought I could give it to my friend's daughter because I saw her last weekend, and then of course I forgot. So it's like, yeah, somebody's gonna want to eat that delicious chocolate. Okay, so for the front part, we are going to go into the shade Fog. So that was the lighter mustardy shade. So I think that together will be a good combo. I'm going to do that up front. There we go. So for the bottom, I'm just going to go into the first shade. So I'm just going to go into Gloom. Okay, there we go. Now, so again, I love this. I believe it is coming back. I wanted to say, I think they have it in a smaller size. I know there's some kind of change to it. So anyways, that is it. That is the Glaminatrix Nocturnal palette. I do love this palette. Alrighty, so now let's grab our shade Inferno. And then the first time I'm going to start with my finger, and then we'll try with, oh no, actually, look at me forgetting. I have this brush. So we're going to use this for Inferno. I should have used that for the eyeshadow, but we all know my memory is not the greatest. So anyways, this is the E5 Firm Blend. And then again, Nikkia Joy. Got her logo there. Ooh, they are very nice and soft. So let's do that then. Oh, so shiny. So let's start with this first. Again, I have so many brushes. I was tempted to buy a whole more, but I thought, no, let's just buy one to do the look. And I'll put it in my special jar that has all my like one-offs or ones where I've got only one or two. Yeah, this, oh wow, yeah, it is super soft. It feels really, really nice on the eye. There's no pokey bits, no nothing. Nice. And it is firm, but it does have a little bit of give. So that looks nice. And that's, of course, so let's do a little bit more, but we're going to put on a little spray. Yeah, I really do like this powder. Just saying. Alright, now I know what all the hubbubaloo is about. Oh, I like that. Oh, that is really pretty, isn't it? I think that color combo works great. Okay, so of course we always have to do the flangey test, so let's pop that in there. It is also very smooth. It looks like fire there. That's where you can see the Inferno. Just want to see if this goes on as nice with the finger. It does, but it definitely isn't much better with the finger. I think it's pretty close to the same. So for all you peeps that don't like to use your phalanges in your eyeshadows, this one goes great with a brush. Really good with this brush, actually. So the E5 Firm Blender goes really great with these pressed pigments. Excellent. Now, is there any, did I want to do an inner corner shimmery shade? I think we have something that might work in here. And that would be nice. It's kind of similar, but I think I'm going to pop in a little pink. Why not? It's in here. There we go. Just a little bit of brightness. There we go. What do we think? All right, so I'm just going to finish up with my eyes, my lips, maybe put on some earrings, and we'll be right back. All done. We popped in a little eyeliner, a little mascara. I need to buy some more. I'm down to my little Charlotte Tilbury samples. I've got the shade Best Life from Ace Beauté. They're kind of a balmy lip product here, and let's go over the things that we bought. So first off, the Fly Away hair balm with the little comb. You can buy them as a set or you can buy them separately. I'll put links and the prices and everything down in the description box, but I like it. Once I pulled this one hair down, it was good. No, it for like a little bit bigger chunk of hair, but just for like the little flyaways and stuff, it's really good. Like I said, I have to play with it some more, but the smell is almost worth it all its own. It smells like Hawaii fresh pineapple. It is beautiful. So you've been looking for something to flick back a couple of those little baby hairs and keep them out of your way. This might be something you'd want to try, especially if you're out in Australia way. Alrighty, so we always know, oh, I've got an itchy nose all of a sudden. Well, I've talked about this palette a few times. It's again the Glaminatrix Nocturnal palette, which again I believe is available again or coming soon on pre-order, something like this. But look at it, it's so beautiful. And yeah, those two grungy tones worked perfectly for our next items here. So I may possibly have a contender for something to replace my lavender powder by Fenty. Didn't think that would happen. It's been on the top of my thing for what, 3 years, 2.5, 3 years, but this feels really nice. It smells beautiful, and I think it does exactly what it says on the tin. It does all the brightening and all the things. Just wanted to see if there's anything else on here. Yeah, it says here, a luxury velvet finishing powder infused with vitamin A, E, aloe vera, and sweet almond oil. That's the beautiful smell. To gently hydrate the skin while controlling shine, brightening, soft focus formula leaves a velvety finish on the skin, blurring imperfections and smoothing texture. Pink tint reflects light to brighten the skin, making makeup look perfect all day long. So yes, and it is brightening, non-comedogenic, cruelty-free, and vegan, which is another reason. But yes, I think it is doing what it says on the box. So if by the time this goes, I've edited it and goes up, or something has happened weird before this goes up, I will pin a comment, but so far I'm really liking this. And then the other thing that we bought was the pressed pigment, and we bought the shade Inferno. And again, depending on how you're looking at it, what lights, you do get the bronzy orange red tones, and it went really well on the two shades here. The makeup brush now, I wish I bought more. Again, super soft. They felt great in the hand. It's a nice length. Felt really good on the eye. No pokey bits. Really a nice quality brush. I don't think they were very expensive. I want to probably say I paid $7 or $8. But again, I'll link everything down below because I can't remember anything to save my life. So that's it for me. Trip down to Australia way. So if you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends and try new things together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.